Hey, now we're here with Notre Dame senior Michael DiGaetano. He's an RA in Dillon Hall who, with the help of the entire hall and its staff, was able to pull off a surprise marking a very important anniversary for the rector of Dillon Hall, who is, of course, a beloved Holy Cross priest here on campus. I'm talking, of course, about Father Paul Doyle. So, Michael, first of all, welcome to Notre Dame Day. And I hear that you're responsible for pulling off this surprise party for Father Doyle, who is the rector of your hall. But why did it have to be a surprise party?
Well, we came together as a hall staff and decided that since it was his 20th anniversary as a rector, and also apparently at the time we did it, his birthday and anniversary as a priest as well, we figured we kind of had to go big, all out, because Father Doyle is a very beloved presence on campus. So it was go big or go home.
So that's a big deal. How did you get roped into being the party planner, and then how long did it take you to plan this party? That's a huge party.
Yeah, so like I said, at the beginning of the year, we came together as the hall staff and said, you know, we need to make this special, we need to make this big. So then I kind of just assumed leadership, I guess, and it always takes a village. So every guy was in charge of something really big. And we decided that at first we were gonna have it at the beginning, like early on in the fall semester, and the schedules just did not work out. So we had it in the spring and it came together. So I guess that was kind of how we settled it.
That's very cool. Now I think a lot of the students know who Father Doyle is, but for those who don't, he's the guy on the sideline constantly waving his arms and getting the fans up during football games. So I understand that, you know, when you're in a dorm, it's kind of like being on a team. It's once word gets out, everybody knows about it, they talk about it. So how'd you keep this a secret, and was the surprise element a success?
It was actually, up until the very moment he was surprised, he was angry at us for being late for dinner.
Sure.
But the way we really worked on it was, in every email we sent out and anyone we talked to, we clearly bolded surprise. You know, put stars around it, italicized. So everyone kind of had to get the point. And like I said, he's such a beloved presence that no one wanted to be the person to spoil it.
Sure. So tell me about the day of the party, and what were some of the special things that you had in this party for him?
So one of the things that we did was we invited rectors across campus, different people that had known him for a long time. We invited former hall staffs. So it was just a room full of people that have known and loved him for such a long time. And one of the things we did was we had everyone write a letter of gratitude to him for being a part of their lives. And we compiled it into a scrapbook. And we had over 100, 150 entries into it.
That's fantastic. Now, I understand that your family has a special connection to Father Doyle as well, and Dillon Hall. Let me know a little bit about that.
So my brother Paul was an RA right before I got here. And my brother Joe was an AR as well before I got here. And so we've known Father Doyle for a pretty long time now. I'd say almost 8 to 10 years. So he's been a very important part of both our family and just kind of like my life personally.
Sure, so you've known him a long time. That's very cool. And I know that RA and party doesn't always jive, right? Sometimes that's not, those two don't coincide so well. But is there a secret to hosting a surprise party, particularly for someone who's as well-known campus-wide as Father Doyle?
Yeah, I think you just have to be brave, you know, really go for it, go all out. And like I said, when someone is well-known as Father Doyle, no one wants to be the person that spoils it. So you kind of have that helping you. And there was a lot of presence on campus that helped as well, different rectors who offered to help out with the party in any way, shape, or form. So that helps a lot too.
Sounds like you pulled off a real winner. That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Mike.
Thank you so much for having me.
Pleasure talking to you.